And we are live with my head cut off. Let me duck down a little. What's going on, guys? First and foremost, Happy New Year. This is not going to be a very long one. Can't be on for too long. Maybe at this point, an hour max, maybe 30 minutes. I'm going to do a workout like I've been doing on the last ones because I haven't got my legs in. So we're going to do real quick, real light squats. And then basically, this live is not going to be controversial. I actually got flagged for the last one. Before I could demonetize it, YouTube killed my last live. I was rushing. I was running for it. I couldn't catch it beforehand. But this live hopefully will stay up. Because unfortunately, the last live was actually very successful. It had over 500 views, which is a lot for my lives. I average around only 100. But it was a very long live. What's going on, AJ? Let me go ahead and let you on the panel, AJ, if you want to jump on. Hopefully this is going to work right. We back on a better camera. Hold on. Whoa. Wait. Everything's freaking out. What's going on? There we go. But yeah, so kick off this live. Talk about anything. There's nothing controversial. Nothing that YouTube's gonna kill me for. I didn't even monetize this one. Or maybe, I don't think I did. Maybe monetize itself. I don't know. There shouldn't have been any commercials. Just in case something crazy is said. Just in case. To the stream. What's going on?
What's cracking, bro?
Hold on, let me turn it all the way up. We got sound. There we go.
What's popping?
Nothing much. How about you?
Nothing, just trying to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna eat, man. Because I got 3 options in play here for some food. I got Wingstop, crispy crunchy chicken, some chicken joint next to my house, and then I got Popeyes. I think I'm gonna do Wingstop though, because them garlic parm rings be on point.
So basically, what you're saying is you're gonna be the stereotype and only do chicken.
Pretty much, bro. I'm black, bro. What can I say? You know what I'm saying?
Hey. Well, I'm bullshitting with you. I'm about to eat chicken wings inside.
See, that's what I'm saying. So I'm not crazy. It ain't that.
Nah. I'm gonna tell you, out of all them choices, I don't know about the local ones. Popeye, it's all right for fast food. But the one closest to your house, never heard of it, don't know about it. It's a mom and pop, so I can't give you advice. However, Wingstop by far is the best.
Oh no! I'm sold. I think I've been doing Wingstop. I mean, like I was debating before, but I'm sold. Like I said, I gotta go hard for them garlic parm wings. You know what I mean? That's my go-to.
Yeah.
The tenders, shit, man. So yeah, my mind is pretty much made up. Probably go do that in the next hour and a half, something like that. So
yeah, I'm not gonna be on long for anyways. Well, not saying that I will hold you up, but this probably gonna be like a 30-minute, hour max live stream.
Okay, cool, beans. That's what's up. I recall we do this like a year, 2 years ago. Did you go live on New Year's? For I would say late 2021, something like that.
I don't remember.
I'm thinking so you went live. So I think you might have done this like a year or 2 ago. So like, kind of like traditional a bit. You know what I'm saying? Traditional-esque.
I mean, I would have to go through. What's going on, Prodigal? You can jump on the panel if you want to. Happy New Year to you too.
What up, Prodigal? It's about to be New Year's for y'all in probably like another couple hours. So
yeah, man.
I don't even do that. I don't even do that countdown shit anymore. It's like if it had whatever, it's like it is what it is. I just go by East Coast time, to be honest, because like it's like I hit my clock. It's like 6 o'clock. I mean it's 9 o'clock for me. Okay, it's already New Year's on the East Coast, so we good. So
there it is. So you're gonna count down with us in New York City. That's where they're gonna show up with a parade. Fireworks are already going off outside.
Yep. Drop the ball, all that shit.
Yeah. I never understood that. Like, they do it on TV. Do they? Because I've never lived in, like, I'm trying to think. I lived in Texas, but I never watched it on TV. In all the years I was in Texas, shit. I'm trying to think the different time zones. Do they have y'all's own ball drop? Like, do they repeat it? Is
No.
it a rerun?
Not to my knowledge, no, not out here.
What's going on,
I don't see
fellas?
anything
Happy
like
New
that.
Year.
What up, Prodigal? Happy New Year, man. But I mean, yeah, to my knowledge, no. I mean, we don't do no ball dropping out here. If I have, I missed it or I'm not aware. So
I did that one time in my life. In 2014, I went to go see the ball drop. Never again.
Woo, in person. Woo.
Never again. Only reason I did it because my cousin at the time was a police officer, so she got me to the very front so I can see the ball drop, and it was just, for whatever reason, New Year's Day or New Year's is always like the coldest night like ever. So
this
I'm just
point
like,
raining
okay,
out here. It's raining
yeah.
like a mug out here right now. It's been raining all
Can't
fucking
do it
day.
again.
It's raining in Atlanta too.
Shit.
It's raining everywhere.
Oh, let me do this set real fast. Got to throw on your shoes.
So
Last workout of the year.
Oh shit! It is the last workout of the year. I didn't even think about that.
Yep. I'm getting back on my game on Monday. I went a week without doing it, so I bullshitted. My trainer was out of town, so I had to wait for him to get back. But I'll be back now, back on my grind next month, next year. So
Likewise, got to get that fighting weight just like Tony.
Yes, sir.
AJ,
yo,
see, you need to move from the West Coast like everybody else is in Cali and come to Georgia, go to Atlanta, and I'll train you for free.
I may take you up on that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
If I ever find my way out there, man, if I probably stay a week or two, something like that, then I can get in some good lessons. So
No, I'll do that too. If you come over this way, I'll come down as well.
Because that's actually on my bucket list, is actually to meet everybody I talk to in person, you know what I mean? And just to chop it up, shoot the shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that'd be dope.
I talk to a lot of people, like worldwide stuff like that. And that'd just be, that's on my bucket list, is just to travel around. First, I'll cross everybody off in the States. Then I'll probably go worldwide and just go to different countries and stuff like that. Because I got a passport and I need to use that shit before it expires.
I'm a recuperating passport, bro, as I like to say. Right now, it's the lowdown period, but I'm gonna be back on the grind too in the new year.
Yeah, it shit expired once, and I'm trying to get out of the country before it does it again. That's like 20 years I've had the shit.
Hold up. Off topic. Passports. Made me think. We got to say this. First off, RIP BK in the UK.
Yeah, I heard. I can't say I didn't know him. That was unfortunate. Yeah, RIP to that guy. Did you know him well? Or
He was actually so I have really old videos where I never wanted subs, never did it for subs. I just would post videos to show my dad my progression and strength.
Mm-hmm.
And those videos had way more, like if I wanted to stay with views, I would stay with bodybuilding. But whenever I first converted over to boxing, he was like the second person ever to type in my chat.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a little saddening to hear that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. It really is. That's why you got to take, man, you got to celebrate people while they're here and, just live your life every day like it's your last. You know what I mean?
It always could be. It always could be. But the other thing I wanted to say, too, about passports is, man, my boy's in jail. My boy got locked up in Romania.
Oh, Top G.
Top G.
It's not the first time, though. That's like a reoccurring thing that happens for him.
Yeah, but this is the first time they've holding him.
Yeah. Him and his brother and some of his boys. I'm like, dang, they got all of them.
All of them.
I mean, I put it this way. It's like, I had a conversation with somebody about him the other day. And I was like, it's not necessarily that I like him as like, a person, because I don't know him, so I can't really form an opinion. But some of the things he says, is sound because it's offering a counter narrative opinion, which I'm always up for. So, but you're dealing with people who just like vehemently hate the guy and they don't even know him. It's like, right. That's I don't think that's like fair. It's like, listen, you can't hate on somebody you don't know. So it's like, at least give them a chance to hear them out, to offer a counter opinion. You don't gotta like what they say, but at least it's an opposite opinion.
No, I agree with you 100%. See, my thing is this: I don't agree with everything he says. Some things he says, I'm like, I agree with.
Yeah, it's wild.
Other shit, I disagree with. However, as Americans, that is the very definition of what our country is supposed to be about: freedom of speech.
Exactly.
Yes. A lot of people forget that aspect. It's like I
Well,
know
they
the
want to
guys.
limit it.
I'm sorry. What was up?
No, I'm saying they want to limit our freedom of speech. I mean, not to be political about it, but that's kind of what, like, when we talk about safe spaces, when we talk about, all these type of takes,
Right.
these are things that limit, our movements, limit our speech, which, is detrimental to what our society was founded on.
Exactly. Because like it's for one, it's like I mean, because for me it's very because like I'm a movie. Well, I don't know if I told you. Tony might notice, but I'm a movie and TV buff, and I watch. I've probably seen a lot of movies and TV shows, and like I find myself rewatching a lot of stuff, and I'm like, they couldn't have made they can't come out with this shit now. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of
no.
Like that would be like I'm surprised they released Ted 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Bro, we were talking about like black like at work, we were talking about black exploitation films. It's like, can you imagine that today? Like watching Superfly now? That would be ridiculous.
Undercover Brother, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I
mean? There would be no way.
Let me tell y'all a funny story about that movie. I got a younger sister, right? And she was born in 2000. And pretty much that movie came out like in 2002. And then when she came of age, she eventually watched it. And she took on a particular catchphrase. Well, not a catchphrase. She would just say something. Like she said, Undercover Brother's got a white girl. And I'm like, Mom, you better check her on that because she could say that and that might get her in trouble. Sure enough, guess what happened? She said that in class and a teacher got her, and she got in trouble with a teacher for saying that.
Wow.
Oh man,
funny as shit. Like where he had the hot sauce in the ring and put it on the mayonnaise,
bro.
Oh, yeah. Or when she just dumps the mayonnaise on the sandwich and it's just dripping off.
Oh, how did you know I was hungry? He ate that shit. You trying to kill me?
That's like the Boondocks. Did you say mayonnaise?
Mm-hmm. Now, personally, I don't know about you guys. Like I'll tolerate it on a sandwich, but it's not one of my go-to condiments. If I'm being honest, I mean, but if it's already on a sandwich, I'll eat it. But I mean, just so I could kind of relate in that aspect. Me, I just like simple shit like ketchup, mustard, honey mustard, barbecue sauce. Maybe a little hot sauce here and there. Just mostly mild, but so shit like that. But that's why it made me laugh, especially because like, oh yeah, I really don't like mayonnaise that much either. So but it's not like I'm gonna like spit out my food if I eat it.
Right. I like mayonnaise on two things and two things only: a Chick-fil-A sandwich and a hamburger. Outside of that, I won't eat mayonnaise on anything else.
You like it on hamburgers?
Yeah, mustard, ketchup, mayonnaise.
No cheese. I mean, do you like cheeseburgers or hamburgers? Cheese hamburgers or
no cheeseburgers? I gotta have the cheese. I gotta have the lettuce, the tomatoes, the onions, a pickle. It can go either way. Don't really.
Pickles it really depends on my mood if I'm gonna eat a pickle or not. If I'm in the mood for it, I'll eat it. But if not, I'll just take that shit off. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because I'm not really. But I usually, and I'm actually find myself eating a lot of burgers with a lot of tomatoes and lettuce now, whereas I would just take that shit off before. You know what I mean? And especially onions, because like I remember, like I used to go to a cheese. I haven't been there in a while, but there's a nice cheesesteak shop in San Jose, next to my pop's place called D'Amato's. And like I've been going to this joint ever since I was in my early teens. And every time like he would order for me and stuff like that, he would have them put onions on my steak. I'm like, Pop, I don't want onions. Onions on the steak, please. You know what I'm saying? But when I came of age, like onions are good on shit, man. They really are.
Yeah, you committed some sin right there. If we were from Philly, that's a beat down. You can't take the onions off the Philly cheese.
Hell yeah. I mean, like onions, but especially grilled onions, man. That shit's on point. I be doing that shit now when I make my my patty melt sandwiches. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, grilled onions are really, really good.
Really.
But I like onions, period. Like I could eat an onion raw. Like I like onions and I don't cry. Like I chop them all day. Everybody in the house would be like tearing. I'll just be normal.
And, I never bought into the hype that onions could make you cry until I had to cook with them. It's like, what's the fuss about onions making you cry? So I'm sitting there, I'm chopping the onions up. You got it. 20 minutes, I'm fine. I start to feel some fumes. I'm like, what's this? Then like, there were 25 minutes in, tense. I'm like, then like 30 minutes.
Looking like you want to stab me.
Tear it up.
I'm like, oh shit! Now I see what everybody was talking about. Holy cow! Like, oh my god! I'm like, oh.
that ever happened. I had a similar situation, not with onions, but like I tried one of those hot chicken challenges, where you have to put like gloves on because if you touch your eye, you go blind.
Uh,
Uh, and my gosh, yeah, those like ghost pepper chicken wings, man, they can kill you. Can kill you.
but I find myself cooking a lot lately. Who's the cook in your house, Tony? Like you
Oh,
be
my
dabbling?
girl, my girl.
Okay. You dabble
Get
sometimes
mad.
yourself. You dabble sometimes yourself. You just leave it to her.
No, she gets mad because I can cook. I can cook real good, but I don't cook, and it pisses her off.
wait a minute. So like she always wants to cook, but she's mad at you for not cooking.
No. She doesn't always want to cook. She don't ever want to cook. She just has to cook because I don't cook.
Okay. Got you. Okay, for sure.
But what I'm saying is I can cook really good. I don't.
Got it, for sure.
Now, I was cooking a lot for us because we like hibachi food. Like, we love Japanese hibachi food, and I bought a wok. But I did what I normally don't do. Normally, I say buy nice or you buy twice. So I normally will, if I can't afford it, I'll save up money to get something really nice versus buying something cheap and then having to replace it in a year or two, right?
Right.
Well, I fucked around. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to get the cheap wok from Walmart. It was like $250 or something like that. Took it outside. I was cooking on it like every day. And that shit, being in the South, humidity, it rusted over so fast.
Damn.
And it's useless.
Oh man.
But I mean, whenever we had the wok, I was out there walking all the time. Like I was damn near cooking every night. But since it went down, I haven't cooked it all. That's been a while.
Like y'all ever come across somebody that like you try something with somebody's, right? Like it could be just any type of food or recipe, and you try to emulate that shit, but you can't. I mean, it's like that one person cooks it a certain way where you can't copy it. You know what I mean? It's the frustrating.
Nah, you can't. Even
my mom was like that with a lot of her shit. What she used to make, the most delicious, chicken fried rice. You know what I mean? And I try to do that shit myself. It did not taste the same. It's like, Ma, what are you doing that I'm not copying? You know what I mean? Like she would just tell me everything, but it's like she just had her way of doing it. You know what I mean?
It'd be like it really
God, that shit frustrated the hell out of me, man. It still does to this day. But what are you guys looking forward to next year in terms of boxing the most? Like what kind of fights or fighters?
I'm looking forward to Ryan Garcia ending the hype train of Tank Davis.
But that's if he doesn't go to jail first. So
apparently he got let off though, because his girl or whatever said nothing happened.
No. But he's got a case coming up in February for the hit and run.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Yep. Yep.
And the thing is, here's what I look at, Prodigal. Even though he got off, even though the girlfriend came out and said nothing happened, that's a bad look going into court.
Yeah,
because because pretty much that would mean you lied. You lied. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's like,
well, that can go one or two ways. Is this the same woman from when he was at the basketball event?
I don't know. That's what I was wondering myself.
I have no idea.
I don't know if that's the same chick or not. Yeah.
I don't know how many kids he has or how many baby mamas. I have no idea.
I know he has 2 daughters, I think, but I don't know if they're with the same chick, if they're from women or what. I don't know. I'm not sure of either. I mean, I don't know if they're from the same woman or 2 different women. I don't know. But yeah, that's I'm curious now because I'd like to do some detective work and kind of find out. Not that I care, but just I'm curious to satisfy my curiosity.
Yeah, because I mean, even in the in the court of public opinion, he's kind of done.
Guilty anyway. Yeah. So you can't beat that. I mean, once the public opinion judges you, there's no beating that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the bad thing. Public opinion. It's a motherfucker.
I mean, just because you get off in court, that doesn't mean you're innocent to the public. Because I remember after that Chris Brown Rihanna shit happened, all people was burning his CDs, calling him this and that in public. It's like, wait a minute, he didn't go to jail. So I mean, but that still don't mean he's innocent to the public. You know what I'm saying? Eventually he came back, but it was hard. You know what I mean?
Well, look at it like this. Look at what just happened to Tory Lanez.
Yep.
This dude, like, I don't understand that court case. No, I wasn't in the courtroom. No, I haven't read every single article, but the limited knowledge that I have on it, they had none of his DNA on the weapon. None. Zero. Megan Thee Stallion story changed like 30 times. She got caught lying. The other girl was said to be seen by a neighbor shooting the gun. So how do you have an eyewitness saying this girl shot the gun, which probably led to the foot getting shot, and you're still guilty? He's still guilty, even though the witness said he wasn't.
Tony, I'm gonna type in the chat what I think.
All right.
I would say it, but I might rub some, I might turn some heads but I'll say it.
Back on the block. What's going on, Regular? I'm gonna do this next set. I'm gonna let y'all know my left leg has been out of commission. I made a stupid mistake. With my girl. It's a thing called leg wrestling. I don't know if you've seen it, like arm wrestling. When you
yes.
Your legs laying down, you go hip to hip.
Ooh, kinky.
Bruh. So you lay down this way, the girl lays down the other way, right? And then what y'all do is you take your legs and you go 1, 2, 3, hook them and try to flip the other person over. Bruh, she flipped me like a baby.
Wow. I'm disappointed in you, Tony.
You can't beat women. You can't.
Let me tell you why I did it with her. So I saw some videos on it, right? It was NFL players that were like linemen, 320 pounds. The cheerleaders were beating them. And then I was like, man, there ain't no way I'm going to lose. There's no way I'm going to lose. So I got down there with it, and I got my ass whooped. And then my leg was hurting for a week.
Yeah. Listen, let's go back to the anatomical structure, man, of women's hips versus men's hips. They have wider hips for a reason.
Yeah.
So anatomically, they already are at an advantage with anything that comes to the lower body. Like women, that's their realm. They will always have better calves than dudes. It will always be that.
I mean, because one time I saw this chick crushing a watermelon with her thighs, and I just thought of one. I just had one thought. Of all the ways to die, that's how I'd like to go out.
So, AJ, death by snoo.
What's up?
Death by snoo, yeah. Death by snoo.
Like of all the ways to go, I like just the look just when my body's being looked at reviewed in the autopsy, like just the smile on my face.
That's it. He went out like he wanted to live.
But Tony, I typed Y in the chat. It's right there about the Tory Lanez thing. Why he went to here.
Possibly.
I think it even goes further.
That's what
further than that, too.
Further than that, yeah. But that's just the primary reasons I think. So. But anyway, it's a wrap for him. Poor guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's facing what, like 20 years?
Some shit like that. Yeah, 22.
But isn't he? He's Canadian.
What up, BRF? How you doing, man?
Yeah, what's up?
It's gotta be up. Yeah.
Happy New Year's. Probably New Year's over there. We in the UK right now.
Yeah, it's New Year's.
Nice.
Like
Nice. Happy New Year, brother. I'm currently watching. I don't know if you guys. Well, if you mess with MMA, I'm watching Bellator right now. It's pretty entertaining because they're fighting in Japan, so it's like a cross promotional fight thing. So it's pretty awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
But like, is there like a cross promo thing that they're doing?
Yeah. So they're like the Bellator fighters are all in Japan fighting like the top Japanese fighters as
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
I wish they do that in MMA, man. Had the Bellator guys going against the one guys and yada yada. You know what I'm saying? And UFC go against, you know what I mean?
Yeah, UFC is still closed out.
Yeah.
Because there's actually some really good fighters in there. But you don't really
What did Demetrius Andre? No, not Demetrius Andre. What is the little dude's name? I thought it was something like that.
Demetrius Johnson.
Yeah.
Mighty Mouse. Mighty Mouse.
Yep. Where did he go?
He went to one
champion.
One championship.
Yeah, he went to one, right?
Yep.
He's champ again now.
And I saw this documentary, man, brother. They did him dirty. Like they wanted him going.
Yeah, they wrote me.
As soon as he lost to Cejudo, they ditched his ass, and then he went over to one championship. But he left himself. I mean, but they didn't want him around. They really didn't.
Yeah, and I saw that fight that he lost. He got robbed.
See,
Yeah,
there you go.
dude.
There you go.
Yep.
As far as UFC goes, I mean, I understand that like the smaller you get, the talent pool's not as great, but he's got to be one of the greatest MMA fighters of all time.
He actually is, because
he is.
Some of my friends, I'm a boxing fan, and my friends are MMA fans, and they're watching a lot of UFC. And one of my best friends, he said that Demetrius Johnson is probably one of the best MMA fighters, barring John Jones, there's ever been.
How many times? How many L's does he have? Has he lost once or twice? Or
He's Demetrius Johnson, I think he's lost once in
and he avenged that loss by knocking that guy out, right?
In the same way he got knocked out.
Yes.
Yep, exactly.
in the same way, and even more more devastating way.
And the most
I
ironic
don't mind UFC as long as it's.
I think Cejudo trained him for that rematch.
Yeah, they're like cool.
As long as he's stand up, I don't mind MMA. Like stand up, I don't mind a little bit of grappling, leg kicks, whatever. But as soon as it goes to the ground, you've lost me. You completely lost me.
Yeah, I mean, like just Bob Barry's take on it will forever be immortalized. Talking about like it's a bunch of homosexuals rolling around on the ground.
Yeah, I don't quite subscribe to Bob's analogy, but yeah, it might as well be.
That was hilarious how he described it. That made me that's immortalized. Like that's just not going away.
It may as well be because I don't understand the guys that only do wrestling. Like they come into the fight and all they do is look for a takedown. I just find that extremely boring.
It's just the only way to win easily. You can win easily if you keep the fight on the ground because you rack up more points on the ground than you do standing up.
Yeah, and that's another thing. When I'm watching it, I can't score it. As soon as it goes to the ground, my scoring system is just all messed up.
Earth, I'm right there with you. Like, it drives me insane. Like, this is my only qualm with MMA. It drives me absolutely insane how you can have a person on their feet, beat the shit out of somebody for 4 minutes straight, get taken down at the 4-minute mark, and for 1 minute, a person can lay on top of them, do nothing, but just lay on them and win the round. I don't get it.
Win the round for ground control or whatever it's called. It's crazy, yeah.
Well, it's kind of the same thing, like because they see it as the same kind of thing in boxing, right? If you control the center of the ring, more than likely you're the one who's the aggressor.
Yeah, but controlling the center of the ring means that you're actually maneuvering someone around the ring. You're putting them into positions where you want to put them. On the ground, you just laid on them, and they physically can't move because maybe they're just physically stronger. They physically can't move. There's not much else they can do if you're not hitting them or actually having significant strikes while you're on the ground. For me, it's pointless. The referee might as well just stand you up because nothing's actually happening.
More often than not, they do stand you up. It's literally like stagnant because you have to keep scrambling. If you don't scramble, then they won't. Yeah.
I don't mind it if it's in the fight and it's predominantly on the feet and you do get a takedown. It's quite interesting to see what happens then. But for me, if it's 2 to 3 minutes of groundwork, then no, you've lost me. You completely lost me. That's
shit gets on Dana White's nerves.
That's not enough action. I'm saying that, and I sound like it. Did I get an AJ?
I don't know. I'm saying like just shit like that gets on Dana White's nerves. I remember at a post-fight press conference, he was saying like, I don't know who that referee was who left to clinch on the fucking cage for 2 minutes of every round. That was a problem too. I mean, it's like this guy's running around acting like he's seeing a fucking war or something. I'm like, what fucking fight is he watching? Like these two are clenched against the cage for like 3 minutes, like 5 minutes. Like
it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. But this is why MMA fighters will never last in a boxing ring.
No, the opposite is true. No. The opposite is true. If you're a good boxer, you have a really good chance at.
If you were boxing before but no, if you the transition, they'll get eaten up real quick.
It's always the opposite.
That's why I was saying it's like when Dylan White was calling out Francis, the guy, I'm like, Francis better not take that fight. I'm sorry. Nope. Like
because they're not used to being the problem with MMA fighters is they're not being used to being maneuvered in certain ways in a boxing ring. When you're in a boxing ring compared to the octagon, the stance is completely different. As much as Conor McGregor wants this acts like his stance is this boxing stance, it's completely different. Like Tony's showing, he's straightforward. He's not side on. He's straightforward, and he's going to get hit every single time. They're not used to punching properly. They're They more or less used to slapping. They're used to constantly looking out for kicks. So even if you look at McGregor, whilst he was fighting Mayweather, he wasn't even looking at Mayweather's shoulders or arms. He was constantly just waiting for something other than a punch to land.
Yeah.
And when the punches was landing, he was like, "Oh, it's only a punch. It's only a punch. It's only a punch." But when you keep getting hit, and you keep getting hit, and you keep getting hit, and you keep saying it's only a punch, it accumulates.
Yeah, I mean, because it was funny. Like the funny thing about that fight. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? Happy New Year.
Hey, everybody. Happy New Year to
Happy New Year,
everybody.
Lisa. Happy New Year.
Tony,
New
you
Year.
got a nice setup there.
Appreciate it, Lisa.
Yeah, I
just-
like that.
Yeah, just right quick, just what I was saying. The about the Mayweather McGregor fight. Like Floyd really just waited for him to tire, and once he did, he took it to him
Yep.
and stopped him. That's pretty much what the story of the fight was.
The funny thing about that fight is I hosted a fight party for that at my house, and I think five out of seven of us was MMA fans, and every single one of them kept saying to me, "McGregor's going to stop Mayweather," and I was the only one. Even the other boxing fan was like, "Oh, I don't know." I was like, "Are you crazy?" I sat there quiet the whole time, and there was
Mhm.
every time McGregor landed something or tried to do
They went
something,
crazy.
they
They
was
went
up.
nuts.
They were going crazy. They were going nuts. They was up on the feet, and I was just sat there chilling out. Just like, you don't know Mayweather. And I was like, Mayweather doesn't even fight like this. In a normal fight, he doesn't fight.
No.
What you lot do not understand is
Mhm.
doesn't even fight like. It's like, yeah, but he's hitting him. I was like, because he's letting him.
Exactly.
ERF
He's
Floyd looks so
literally allowing
sloppy.
him to do this.
Yeah, ERF Floyd
Uh,
looks slow. See, he looks so sloppy, like on the front foot, throwing punches.
Yep.
And Connor is like,
Yeah,
and it's like
but this
he
is
was
what
piecing
I
him up
was.
doing that.
I was saying to him, like, Floyd's literally not trying here. You could tell, like, if this was a boxer against him, these shots wouldn't land because Floyd wouldn't be anywhere near him for him to allow it to land. He's allowing Connor to hit him to get comfortable. This is all he's doing, and they wouldn't listen. They wouldn't listen.
The thing too.
I got a question. When y'all finish, I got a question about that fight.
Well, the other thing too, Irv, is even whenever Conor was hitting him, it wasn't even hurting Mayweather. Like it didn't
Exactly.
Even like it looked like a child punching a grown man. Like I was wondering to myself, where is all this explosive knockout power from McGregor that he shows in MMA? He gets can't even hurt Mayweather. Like Mayweather's just blinking at him, like, "Is this it? This all you got?"
Yeah, but even his best shot of the fight, which was the uppercut, which all MMA fans and even my friends was going, "Oh, if he touches him," he hit Floyd with probably the best shot he could have thrown, and that caught Floyd jumping in at that same point. Which any explosive boxer or any seasonal boxer who trains boxing, if you throw that uppercut and you catch someone jumping in literally off their feet, you should knock them out or knock them down at least. He barely rocked Floyd. Floyd barely moved.
All right, I got a question about that fight, right? Remember when Floyd fought McGregor? Remember they was saying that McGregor had brain damage after that fight? Is that true?
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. And Floyd don't hit that hard for him to, as it's come to boxing, like it's completely different to the MMA world. But I don't think McGregor's chin. I don't think Floyd could cause him. Floyd didn't. I know he put it on in the end where he stopped him and exhausted McGregor and whatnot, but Floyd didn't really put a beating to say he put.
I think he put a lot of damage on him. I mean, I think
I've seen Conor. Conor took more damage against Nate Diaz, and that was predominantly stood up, stand up.
I mean, like Conor got tired in the Floyd fight. That was pretty much what
Conor got tired. That was always going to happen. Floyd knew that. Look at when Floyd put it on. Conor can
Yeah,
only
I mean, it's like for
Conor,
the first half of the fight, Floyd's just chilling on a stool. He's like, "Yeah, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good." But then once he sensed Conor's fatigue, he started to piece him up and take it to him. Then
but
eventually he got
Floyd
the
even
stoppage.
said, he said they fight because MMA fighters think they fight for 5 minutes and that's it. They fight for
Mm-hmm.
5 minutes. The cardio. You only do 3 rounds of those, or five. You do 5 rounds of those,
So it's like with
which by the
25
time
minutes
you by
compared to
the
36.
but
So yeah, so
but by the time they get to the end of those 5 rounds, the 5 minutes, 5 rounds, you look at every MMA fighter, they're absolutely spent off their feet. They can barely stand up. They can barely do the interview after the fight. If you watch any MMA fight after championship rounds, they can barely stand up. They can barely talk. It's very hard for them to do that. So, and you look at a boxer who goes 12 rounds. You have an interview with a boxer that goes 12 rounds, a seasoned boxer that goes 12 rounds. How many times do they look like, yeah, they're all right? They're not really that spent
Yeah, that's true.
after 12 rounds. So MMA fighters, they might be used to the fight that long distance for the 5 minute rounds, but when it goes to the marathon and it's maybe shorter rounds but longer distance, they can't do it. They're
It's
not
just a
used
different
to it.
type of cardio. It's a different type of cardio because
Exactly.
we're talking about the cardio that you need for being on the floor. When you're on the floor, that's like a different world, and it's hard.
Yeah,
It's hard to breathe. It's really hard to breathe
Mm-hmm.
grappling. Grappling spins you, so by the time you get to the fifth round, yeah, you're done. You're gassed.
done.
Whereas in
Absolutely.
boxing,
Mm-hmm.
it's easier to kind of conserve your energy for the most part.
But but
Especially
when
if
you're
you're
an MMA
punching and stuff like that. Yeah.
but when you're an MMA fighter moving into boxing, it's very difficult for you to change that type
Different type of
that kind
cardio.
of
Mm-hmm.
that
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. It's very hard to change that.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that when it happened with what's the young lady, Clarissa Shields in her second fight. It
Yeah.
was just she couldn't get out of that.
No, but
What do you call
it's
it?
always going to be harder for it's going to be harder. It's going to be. I think it's harder for boxers for MMA fighters to turn into boxing than it is the other way around. Because predominantly
Right.
boxers, you're on your
Watch that.
feet.
That was strong.
You're more likely to you can control the distance in an MMA fight and predominantly keep it on the feet, unless you're fighting,
Mm-hmm.
a world class wrestler who's going to take you down. But if you're at the stage of Clarissa Shields is, the fighters what she's fighting, those fighters aren't Olympic wrestlers or wrestlers at the highest of caliber who she's fighting. So she can predominantly keep it on the feet.
Yeah.
And as
Yeah.
I
long
mean,
as she
ERF,
can
I
do that,
said
she wins
I
fight.
said early on that like if she keeps this MMA split, she's gonna take an L by one of these girls, and it already happened
Oh,
because like
Right.
in MMA
she
for sure. But I thought she won the fight she actually lost, though.
oh really
In my
okay because I
opinion.
didn't see it.
Yeah, I saw the fight. I didn't really think she lost that fight. But then again, it's probably good for her that she did lose that fight because barring Savannah Marshall, I didn't really pick anybody else to even give her a fight in boxing because of her skill set and the weight she's at. And those weights, it's not deep divisions. There isn't many girls who are technically as good as Clarissa. There isn't many
Mm-hmm.
girls who can move like she does. And I thought Savannah would be the only one to beat her if anybody could beat her. But I
Mm-hmm.
did pick Clarissa in that fight. I did say that her boxing abilities would be too much for Savannah unless Savannah could land. But everybody underestimated how quick Shields actually is, and her footwork was very good that fight as well.
Yeah. It's fast. She's fast for a big girl. She's really fast. I have to say that.
But the problem with Carissa is the division she's in. There's those divisions, they're not stacked and they don't have any superstars in them.
The very narrow. There's
So
not that
Mm-mm.
many fighters for her to fight.
no, so it's all.
Only big names I could think of is her and Franchon Cruz
But
and
my thing is,
was Go
it
ahead.
kind of proves because her accolades. If you just say what Clarissa Shields has done just in the pro game to be three-time undisputed, is it three-time undisputed, two division undisputed? Like those accolades are amazing, but then you look at who she's fought and you think,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
there's a reason why you're undisputed three times in two different weight classes.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Yeah,
a
her only
reason.
There's no
because she
competition.
fought Hammer. Yeah, she fought Hammer too,
She
right?
fought Hammer, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, she absolutely
So
demolished Hammer. Hammer
yeah.
just
And the girl
did.
that knocked her down, I'm trying to think of that
Hannah
girl's
Gabriel.
name.
Benny Gabriel.
Hannah
Yeah,
Gabriel.
Hannah Gabriel. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe she's a heavyweight now.
Yeah, it's
But
crazy.
she's not a heavyweight though, because
Real
I think
short.
she won the heavyweight title fighting at light heavyweight.
Oh,
Like, I think
light
she won.
heavyweight. Oh, okay.
No, she
Yeah, women's
won a
boxing
light
is
heavyweight title
so
and
crazy.
a heavyweight title in one fight. I'm sure that's what
Yeah.
happened.
Mm-hmm.
She won two titles, two different divisions in one fight. That's what I mean.
Simultaneously.
As the girls get bigger, the divisions aren't very stacked. That's why you get the smaller girls and the smaller girls high headlining and getting the exposure they do, like Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano, Alicia
Yeah.
Baumgart,
Well, the
Michaela Mayer.
problem,
All those girls get more because there's a lot more of them.
well, the problem
Yeah.
too is, from what I've seen, this is for women. It's the opposite in like UFC, MMA. They get paid more than outside of like Katie Taylor. They get paid more than the female boxers, and I believe the reason why is the fights are too short. They're too short. They need to be 3-minute rounds, and you
I
need to
agree.
give them all to a championship. That way, you get more knockouts because the old thing used to be the sentiment was that women can't fight as long as men because they're weaker, which is bullshit. Because the UFC they fight for 5-minute rounds. 5-minute.
I've always said this.
So they could
I've
definitely
always
Mhm.
said this.
5-minute rounds, no problem.
It doesn't make any sense to me for boxing to keep this narrative that it's safer for the women if they do 2-minute rounds when you have championship, you have the UFC, you have the Bellator, and the women are fighting the same amount of rounds, same amount of time as the men, and it has proven to be more entertaining. It's
Yep.
proven. I know
Mhm.
people have the opinion of, oh, it's shorter rounds, so there's more action. But whereas if the round is longer, it'll probably be shorter fight.
See, in my
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Go
In the
ahead.
amateurs, aren't women fighting the same time as men as well?
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
2 minutes? Okay.
Yeah,
Everything is the same. It's only till they get to the pros.
No,
Oh, okay.
I believe amateur women is 2 minutes.
No, it's 3 minutes over here.
Are you sure? Because I know from the ones that I used to have when we watched the females fight, they only fought for 2 minutes.
Well, it depends on. I'm guessing it depends because the gyms here, when I go to amateur shows, it's 3-minute rounds.
Let me see here. Let's look up. I'm gonna Google it.
Mm-hmm.
But it might just be different to where you're at or what they decide to do. But I don't understand the 2 minutes. I think there's so many fights that the Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor, as big of a fight and how exciting it was. If that fight was 3-minute rounds, it could have been completely different. Amanda could have stopped Katie.
Yep. Katie would have been done.
Oh yeah,
Katie
She
would have
would've
been
Katie
done.
would have been done.
Yeah.
She'd have been done. But also, we don't know if that's how the fight would have played out if it was 3 minutes
True.
to get to that point.
Probably could have paced herself a little better too. Probably could have paced herself better.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna go down. She got a chin on her, boy.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, everybody was on the edge of their seat. I was like, yeah.
She was looking, glossed over so many times in that fight. Her eyes were just like, you
Mm-hmm.
don't know which way they were going.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, that was a great fight. That was a great fight. I really enjoyed it.
They have
Yeah,
to
it
run it
I
back.
was.
They really have to run it back.
yeah, 100% they've got to run it back.
Yeah, I thought
And it
Amanda
was one
won.
of those fights. It was one of those fights for me. I didn't care who won the fight. I just wanted it.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted an exciting fight, and
I
it's
had a draw.
exactly what I got.
It was a draw for me.
For me, if they gave a draw, I wouldn't have even been mad because it was that close of a fight. I don't believe it was a
Mm-hmm.
robbery, but I do believe it was a close fight. And if you had it to either fighter, you wasn't wrong in my opinion.
Yeah.
You are
So
both fighters.
they're gonna have a rematch in Ireland.
Yeah, I think Amanda's
Okay.
just signed a 2-fight deal with Matchroom.
Yep, she's about to have that undisputed fight with
Really?
Erica Cruz, and
Yeah,
then it's supposed
just
to be a
she's
pre-fight
Really?
to
about
the Taylor rematch.
yeah, she's about
Oh, I'm
to
surprised
go
she signed with
disputed it.
Matchroom. Okay.
Well, she was signed with Matchroom before, and it all broke down.
Yeah, I
And
remember.
Yeah,
because
during
of
the,
this fight,
during the pandemic, yeah, that it was real messy.
this is
Yeah.
why when the narrative was it took Jake Paul to make this fight was
Okay.
false.
Oh yeah, ref, I never believed that. She could have had it before without him.
It was false. She could have
Yeah,
already. It may have took Jake Paul to make her a millionaire.
yeah.
That
Took him to
that
get
I
her
can
money,
agree
get her
with.
more money. Yeah.
To
So
get her more money, but that fight
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
always going to happen. That fight could have always happened. It was signed. It was more or less done. It
I
was
mean, when the
Amanda who
pandemic
backed
is
out of the
pretty much,
fight.
yeah. When the pandemic hit, yeah, more or less.
Well, let me know.
Yeah.
Oh, I just looked it up. It's 2 minutes for 4 rounds. Women
Right.
amateur boxing. 4 rounds
Okay.
in the
Oh, okay.
States. That's coming from USA Boxing, which is where you
USA Boxing. Okay. I'll have to double check when I get off it to the
Yeah,
UK because I'm
if you
sure I
check
can
the
see.
Aibaru, so like the whole amateur scene, that's like the worldwide. If that's also
Well,
2 months
yeah.
as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
You see Pacquiao. I was looking at Fight Club. I think was talking about he signed to
Pacquiao just needs to go sit down and go to do his politics. He needs to be
Rizan, R-I-Z-N,
right.
Rizin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Risen.
and he's
And
talking
Ryzen,
about
yeah,
he wanna have a fight
fight
with
with Floyd.
He's
Mayweather.
Yeah,
these
it'll do big
guys.
in Japan. It'll do big in
We
Japan.
waited so long for the actual fight. Why do they think that we want to see them in an exhibition? We waited how many years? 5 years, near on 5 years, for them to actually have the real fight, which was underwhelming in the first place. Let's not forget
Uh-huh.
that. It was an underwhelming fight. And then, so
I don't
now
think
you want to
Floyd gonna
do an
do it.
exhibition. Now you want to do an
Mm-hmm.
exhibition. Why do you think we're going to pay for that? People still haven't got their money back from the first fight.
Yeah.
I don't
I don't know if
understand
Floyd will
it.
do it.
This is the problem with boxing. When you don't get the fights that need to be made at the times they need to be made, stupid fights like this comes on. This is why Floyd and Manny seems to think they can come back and do exhibitions against each other or against anybody, YouTubers or whoever it is, because we're not getting the meaningful fight in the meaningful divisions what people are interested in. We're not getting those
Mm-hmm.
fights.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because there's a couple of fights. I don't know where.
Even
Well, they was
Americon versus Kell Brook was
postponed.
pretty much past the sell-by date as well, but it was still
Yeah.
good to see. It was still good to see after so many
Yeah, I'm
years.
glad they finally had that. Yeah. That expiration date, that milk was curdled.
Yep.
Yeah, I was happy to see the fight. To be fair, the fight went more or less how I thought it would have gone anyway.
Likewise.
but it still was like 5 years too late.
I'm gonna tell you though,
Because
coming back on it, if Pacquiao fights Mayweather in an exhibition, I think Pacquiao gets knocked out. I just saw Pacquiao fight. He fought some
DKU, you saw that?
Yeah, it was Pacquiao looked bad.
Yeah, well, he was
He's
160.
45.
Did he?
He's 45.
He was 160 in
45.
that fight.
He looked bad in that
Really?
fight. Like he won, but he did not look like the same Pacquiao. His legs looked gone. His
Tony's
mobility
45.
looked gone.
yeah, but Tony, he didn't look like the same Pacquiao against Ugas.
No, he didn't.
No.
So like
No.
my thing with that is I don't expect anything less. I really don't expect anything less. Manny Pacquiao's come back into boxing and doing this thing because he's seen Floyd doing it, and politics clearly ain't working out for him.
Amongst his other ventures,
Yeah, he didn't. He
has a
didn't
lot of-
become the president. Yeah.
He has a lot of taxes he owes and back taxes. So, because he's like this man, he does everything. He's a professional basketball player, music star,
Singer.
politician, selling out arenas, singing with his band, Manny Pacquiao band, affectionately. But,
Well, why didn't he get them taxes straightened out? I thought that when he came to the PBC, that got straightened out.
probably.
Yeah,
but,
he got straightened out for those fights.
You know what's funny
Yeah.
with these celebrities and their taxes is like they like hire personal. It's like, why don't y'all just go to HR Block or TurboTax? I mean, it's like that's what I use every year. Is that they've never steered me wrong. Like, why
Because
don't y'all just do something?
AJ, the problem with them is
They
they
need a
earn so
accountant.
much money. They earn so much money that they try to keep it all, and they end up screwing themselves over instead of just paying it and having what you have, which is more than what the majority of people actually do have or will ever get. They try to be even greedier and try and cheat the man, and it never works out for them. They always end up having to pay more than they initially would have had to pay in the first place.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Plus, he paying taxes, and he was fighting in the U.S., so you're paying the U.S. taxes plus the Philippine tax, I guess, if they pay taxes over there.
They need to hire the accountant.
Well, that's what I figured. He had a certified.
See, then you can also get cheap.
No, nobody.
accounts
Oh,
these
y'all
days,
didn't get that
too.
joke.
No, yeah.
The accountant. With Ben Affleck,
Oh.
Yeah.
when he was.
Oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. These guys have their managers or whoever they hire. They do
Personally, it
them-
doesn't bother
they
me.
do
I'm not
it.
going to watch this exhibition shit no way. So if he wants to
Yeah.
they want to keep doing it, whatever. So
I don't watch. I would generally rather just watch the normal YouTube boxing than watch any exhibition with Floyd or Manny.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah,
thing is
nobody.
with that for me is I know what I'm getting with the YouTube scene. I know it's not going to be great, but it's
Yeah.
going to be entertaining. I know what I'm getting.
Speaking of that, on my community page on YouTube, hit the poll. Lisa Bales wants me to fight Anthony Joshua. I'm willing to do it.
Oh, man, stop.
Talk to Eddie and set this shit up.
You gotta
I
call
never
Uncle
said
Eddie.
I wanted you to fight him.
Gotta
I was
call
just talking
Uncle Eddie.
shit.
1 year.
Just
One
don't-
year.
But I
Just-
want you to get that money, though.
Don't be pricing yourself out, Tony. Don't be
What's that?
pricing yourself out.
I never told him I wanted him to
I'm
fight.
easy. Look, Herb, I put it on my page. This is all I want. I want $10 million. That's it. So that's what he paid like the lower paid fighters. Give me $10 million, so that way I can quit my job, right? I only want. No, listen. I only want 10% of the pay-per-view revenue if it does more than 400K buys. If it does less, I'll take 5%. And then I'll negotiate like gate sales, merchandise, all the other shit that goes with it. I'll take very little percentages. However, where I'm gonna make all my money is on the highlight reel. I need a big percentage of, if I get knocked out, every time it's played, I get a portion of that money. And if I knock him the fuck out, every time it gets played, I get a portion of that money.
The residual.
Tony got
the
that contract.
residual.
Right now. You're a tough negotiator, I see. I'm not mad at you, Tony.
I'm telling you, I believe you. Give me 1 year, Lisa. I guarantee you. Give me 1 year of just doing nothing but being able to train nonstop. I promise you, it's not gonna be how y'all think it is. It's not gonna be me getting knocked out quickly. I promise you, it'll be a real fight.
I believe you.
Hey, I like your
Andy Ruiz
Tony.
treatment.
Hey, I can't.
Andy Ruiz, huh? Yeah.
Hey, Tony, if you don't believe in yourself, you can't expect nobody else to believe in you. That's all I can say.
Exactly.
Shock the
Yeah.
world, man. Shock the world.
I
If you're
say, I
being
mean,
Yep.
Tony,
oh,
Tony, my
man.
mind hasn't changed about the subject. I mean, bro, you got to take a dive in round 2 or 3. I put a killing on us, man.
I'm not doing it. I can't do it. I can't do it.
I'll split the earnings with you. I swear. I'll split it with you.
We could be billionaires. We could be billionaires on me taking a dive in my pride. I couldn't allow it.
Even if I give you half the profit, well, I'll give you 60-40. How about that? Because you're taking all the risk.
No, man.
70-30.
You can always gain money. You can't gain your pride back.
No, I know. I'm just messing. Yeah.
All I can say is this. I've been in many gyms. I have sparred with quite a few world champions. If I crack him on the jaw, I'm telling you, it's not gonna go the way you think it is.
Ooh.
Alrighty.
If I crack him on the jaw,
I give everybody a puncher's chance against AJ because AJ can be hurt.
You can't be.
AJ can be hurt.
How many amateur fights did AJ have?
I have no idea.
40, 41, something like that.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
Nah, AJ only had about 20 amateur fights. He didn't
I thought he had 40.
Yeah. No.
He had more than that, didn't he?
No,
AJ only had way less.
I'm not sure.
He came to the game late.
How many fights?
He came into right 18.
How many fights do?
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, find out. It should be on Wikipedia or something.
Yeah.
Joe Joyce has a
record.
way more decorated amateur career than he does.
Mm-hmm.
And Frazier Clark as well. Both of them actually.
Yeah. Gotcha.
No, they were all on Team GB.
Deep amateur career. Yeah.
27 pro fights. What's your amateur career?
It's on BoxRec, I think. They have amateur
40 and
careers
3.
on
So he
BoxRec.
had 43. He was
Okay.
43.
Okay, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he heavily out experiences me, but I don't care. I'll fight him. I'll fight that ass. Oh, I want to fight him now. Oh, I want to fight him.
Make a Twitter video and call him out.
Make a what?
Make a Twitter video and call him out. Like tag him.
I don't even have Twitter.
He's gonna pull up on you like them college kids, right? So
did you have any social media at all, or nothing? Or
I used to have an Instagram to where I was verified, which means I had over 100,000 subs. But my girl, whenever we got together, she deleted it. It went bye-bye.
Oh.
if you go over to Texas, you could go visit him at Derrick James Gym. There you go. You can do it there.
Is he there?
I think so. Because he's on his North American tour right now.
That's even better. He's back in America. Let's get this set up. He needs a tune-up. I need a fight. Let's do
Give him that Clever Lang treatment.
Come on, AJ.
Man.
Come on, AJ.
You know
You ain't
about
beat
AJ.
nothing but bones, AJ.
But I pity the fool.
You ain't beat nothing but bones.
taking it easy matches.
I can't see it. Kelvin, I can't agree with you. I know everybody in the world could say I'm crazy, and that's okay, but I cannot see myself getting knocked out in 1 round. I've got too many scars on my knuckles. I've got too many fights underneath my belt. I don't care how long it's been since I've been in the ring. You give me time to prep, ain't no fucking way.
What's the tallest person you fought? Like
that I've ever fought or sparred with?
Both.
In the amateurs, the tallest guy I ever fought was 6'4.5". The tallest person I've ever sparred with was 6'7" and 300 plus pounds.
Wow, those are good dimensions. So I mean, that's you know what it would be like to get under.
And you went the distance, yes?
Like
you didn't get dropped to stop in those bouts.
Well, in the amateurs, I never lost, so of course I didn't get stopped. In sparring, the big dude, I just maneuvered around him.
Nice. He
didn't knock me out. He didn't stop me. Tell Telling you, I hit hard. I hit real hard. I hit real hard.
That seems like a thing too, because you see
Hit
a
it
lot of
hard.
middleweights.
Hit it hard.
You see a lot of middleweights actually like spar with heavyweights, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that happens quite a bit.
I remember that Nigel Benn did that when he was an amateur. He fought a
Yeah.
welterweight, even boxed heavyweights too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, ain't nothing new, really.
I still think his
They've
sparring
been
footage
doing
with
that.
But you know,
Roberto Duran
sparring's
is
different
crazy.
though.
Yeah.
Spar is not like a real fight though. I
No,
will
it's not.
say that.
I know that it's like I actually sparred for the first time like a couple weeks ago, and we were pretty much love tapping. That's pretty much what it was.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were throwing love taps. That's pretty much what it was. We weren't actually going all out trying to hurt each other. I was trying to. He wasn't trying to hurt me. I was trying to hurt. We just
I
tapping.
wish I could say the same thing, but freaking was sparring with the owner of the gym and he cracked my ribs. This is when I first got into boxing.
Ouch.
Oh God.
And I couldn't come back to the gym for like a couple weeks because my
Y'all
ribs just hurt
hear a
so
funny
bad.
story about Ernie Shavers?
Go for
What's
it.
that?
Yeah, go ahead.
He was actually being considered for the role of Clubber Lang in Rocky III. And and the story is like this is how he told it. He told it he went to, I guess audition or talk to Stallone, and they had a sparring session, and Stallone kept pretty much goading him to hit him as hard as he could. And he didn't want to do that because he didn't want to hurt him. So Stallone kept, I guess, putting it on and punching him. Then out of nowhere, he hit Stallone with a body shot. Stallone went down, and I guess he was escorted pretty much out of the ring by like people and stuff like that. And
Damn.
And that's why he wasn't in the movie.
No, and Shavers never pretty much heard back from him after that. That was pretty much.
That's funny. That's what he was saying. I'm surprised Tony Bellew got the rope because apparently he knocked out Michael B. Jordan too.
I saw
On
that.
accident.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it looked like he just tapped him. Really, like it looked like, but who am I to complain? But yeah.
But see, this is also Michael B. Jordan at the time talking about he can knock out Roy Jones. I'm like,
Oh
bro.
fuck, bro. I pick Roy to beat him right now if they fought.
Exactly. I'm like, bro, you wallin', Michael B. I know you just got into this boxing fantasy land, but come on.
You
Yeah.
put him in there with a journeyman. Watch what happens.
So, but see, that shit to me is just Michael B's never had a fight in his life. Like he's only had choreographed it.
That's why I found it funny when he
And-
knocked out Gabe Rosado in the first Creed movie. It's like if that fight was real, Gabe would have got him in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
Kelvin, let me respond to this. This is dumb as shit. Devin Haney is like this tall. and 100 and what? 100 and what? 35 pounds. Let's just say on a good day, he's 150 pounds. Like, are you fucking serious?
Yes.
Like this dude is like in my chest with a camera. It's like,
I mean, for good money, I'll take the Inoue fight.
you know what? Fuck
'Cause
that.
I know I win.
Let's do this. I thought it was what's his name. I thought it was Kelvin that was trolling me. So let's do it right now. Let's do it right now. By the way, I'm barefooted. Let's do it right now. Let's see. Live on camera. That look about right, y'all? Do it here? We look good? Too high? Too low? Hello?
What?
I can't.
What happened?
I can't. What are you doing exactly?
Does this look even with my head? This red thing.
I can't. Hold on.
I can't see it.
I'm trying to zoom in.
Hold on. All right. Let's
Do it again. Do it again. I have to zoom in.
Hold on. Let me make myself big. We'll have to do it right now. We gonna show because I know he was trolling me. I knew it was him. All right. Let's do this. Let's get this.
Yo, Calvin, don't be putting stuff like that on the screen
Let's keep
because
it going. All right. Let's go. All right. Can y'all see? Is that about good? That look about well here. Let me move that hand.
Move it down a little bit more. Down a little bit more.
Move it down. Yeah.
Let me move that head up. About right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
Let's lock it. All right, are we locked? We're locked. Okay. So let's see where we're at. Look, no fake tape measure. We are right here. So I'm gonna keep my finger here and move it up. Let's move it up. So we were what? Just above 5'10" and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Barefoot. Let me do this. Just in case my feet weren't seen. So somewhere in between 5'10 and a half, 5'11, depending on how well that was adjusted. There you go. Not a midget. Devin Haney is a midget. All right, let's get off this. So, come on, panel. Tony doesn't see 12? Like, I'm telling you, that's so stupid. I've never lost to no little dude. I feel like Crawford. I knock out little dudes. Stallone.
Tony, leave Devin Haney alone. Tony,
Devin ain't
leave
that
Devin.
little though. Not to me. Well, he fights at 135.
He's also
But you
just
see
bigger
how
than
big
everybody
he
else.
is when he.
I mean,
Yeah,
height-wise, he's like.
Height-wise, he's taller than everybody else.
Yeah. I think he's probably about 5'10" or something like that.
Yeah.
I think it was like
He looked like he
5'9".
walk around at 160 to me.
He
But it
wasn't
looked
that
like-
much
Yeah.
taller. No. Devin Haney be wearing boot lifts because he wasn't that much taller than Kambosos in the ring. Kambosos is like the height of Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, but Cambo.
Well, let me answer the comment. Didn't Stallone?
No, those camera angles are
No, he,
crazy though. Sometimes depends.
Yeah, let me see. Didn't Stallone stay in the hospital? Oh no, that was on the set of Rocky IV when Dolph Lundgren, I guess, punched him in the chest. I think that's what happened. During filming of that movie.
But Dolph is like a legit fighter too. He used to do like
Martial artist.
Kyokushin, which is like yeah, he's a legit fighter as well.
So according to BoxRec, he's 5'9", which means his real height is probably 5'7".
5'8".
Who's that, Devin?
Yeah, Devin.
I say he's probably 5'8".
No way.
Whatever BoxRec says, you can go ahead and guarantee they're at least an inch or two shorter.
Because that's what they did.
Fighters' heights, they do.
That's what they do for Canelo. Because Canelo is like 5'7".
Dude is like 5'7" at best, maybe 5'6" and a half.
They make him 5'8", 5'9". I'm like, yo, what?
Mm-hmm.
What?
I mean,
It's like Mayweather.
I've
I've seen Mayweather
in
in real life. I've seen Mayweather in real life. That dude is no taller than 5'6" and a half.
See?
At the tallest. And they say
but he's listed at 5'8". Yeah.
Yeah, Mayweather's tiny. Mayweather's tiny.
I think he has little man syndrome. I mean,
he can fight.
I'd be surprised.
No, he can't fight, but I think he does. I think he's got a Napoleon complex.
He can scramble. Well, that's why all his security guards are like giants, bro.
Well, put it this way, and I think Mayweather and Hatton was around the same height, right?
Yes, they were.
I met Ricky Hatton in Benidorm on a holiday, and he's tiny. He was just fat at the time, but he's tiny.
Oh, Ricky Fatton. You met Ricky Fatton. Oh man.
Yeah.
He looks great now, though, man. I'm so glad he came back.
Yeah, he's done well because when I saw him, he was like 3 times the size of what he is now.
Jeez.
But it all depends. The problem with Ricky Hatton is he was always able to take it off. Getting the weight off was never a problem for him. It was after fighting, he'd just put it back on.
That's it.
And it wasn't really. He'd just
Yeah.
drink himself into being obese again.
Yeah. Yeah. Naseem Hamed was like that too in between fights after a while.
I mean, Kelvin need to stop.
Who's that?
Kelvin need to stop. Look at the recent comment.
What did he say?
Come on, Tony.
Not that one. The other one. There's one more. The last one.
Oh no.
Yeah, that one.
Oh no.
You know what? Nunes would get the living shit beat out of her, but I think Cyborg has a good shot.
Nah, Tony.
Knock out Cyborg?
I'm gonna be honest with you. If Cyborg can grab him, if she can get her hands on him, I say she has a very good shot.
That was Cyborg off the proper 12, man.
Y'all want to hear something cold that Dana White said about Cyborg? He talked about how like he saw Cyborg, and she turned around, and he thought it was Wanderlei Silva in the dressing heels.
No.
Yeah.
Because that's when Cyborg was on her proper 12. Now
that's a violation. You can't.
bro. Like he said, I mean, no joke. He said that live on camera. Like I heard him say this. It's like, oh, bro, dude, he has no filter at all. That's why it's like this
Nah.
dude just say whatever the fuck he want, man. Like,
You know, she actually looked very feminine when she was young, Cyborg. I'm gonna see if I
Yeah.
can pull up a young picture.
She used to, because she played handball, so she didn't have to do like all that, you know, proper 12, as we will affectionately call it.
Mm-hmm. Where is she from again? Brazil, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But then when she got into MMA, when she first started, you know, her husband was on the proper 12 as well at the time. So that's what they just do, you know. That's what they do. Because remember, when she was first coming up, she was just putting everybody over.
Mm-hmm. She beat my girl, Gina. She the first one ever beat Gina.
Yeah. That ended Gina's career right there.
Yep. Oh,
Who,
man.
Cyborg or
Yeah,
Amanda?
Cyborg.
AJ, you spoke it out. Look at this, AJ. I blame this on you.
What is that?
That's the dude.
Who's that?
That's who you said that Dana White said she looked like on her body.
Oh shit.
That's fucked up.
That's crazy.
I'm trying to find a picture of her when she was young.
But now, you know, she got all the surgery and stuff now, so now, you know, I guess she's looking more feminine, and then she's not on, you know, as heavy as dosages that she was on previously.
Here you
Tony,
go.
I'm about.
Look at her face. Look at how much softer her face looks right there.
Oh, she looks a bit like Ronda Rousey there.
Yeah.
She actually looks feminine.
That's what I was saying. Like whenever she was younger, she didn't look like she looks now.
Yeah, I forgot she beat Gina Carano.
Yeah,
Yep.
she breaks off of it.
Damn. Ugh.
That was Gina's first loss, and Gina was actually doing good in that fight at some point, like at the beginning. But then Cyborg, that strength.
That strength, man.
Calvin, that strength took the same strength that what I would do to Devin Haney. See these muscles, that same strength. Because I'm not going to be like AJ, where I'm going to sit in there and box with the dude. I'm going to grab his ass and beat the hell out of him until he's too tired to move.
That make like this. You know how Gina Carano fought Colossus and Deadpool?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, why did she do any of that in a Cyborg fight?
Got
That's
me.
funny.
I don't know because I don't watch MMA.
That's
Yeah, it's
funny.
been years since I've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
Oh shit! Look at she with the Cash Me Outside girl. Look at that.
Oh man.
Well, let me see.
I'm still mad America made that girl a millionaire.
Oh
man.
God.
Made her a millionaire.
Not just a millionaire, but multi-millionaire, man.
Yeah,
All
she got
for
more money than
OnlyFans.
Dr.
Like,
Phil.
all for OnlyFans. Like, I need to start an account, man. I don't know, like, you know, for real, like.
You guys are wildin', man. I still can't believe we made her a millionaire. Like, you know, America.
OnlyFans is where it's at.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, for these women, man, they make a killing. That might change though, because OnlyFans wanted to go clean. So that may change.
Oh yeah. They probably realize they'll lose a lot of money if they don't let just I don't know some shit. So
I don't know. Yeah. I don't even keep up with none of these fads or whatever they are, trends.
Yeah.
But I've heard of it. Yeah, it's a big thing. Yeah.
Well, I mean, because it was the big thing about it was for a lot of people during the pandemic, it was like their source of income, and then again, like a lot of them overnight became multimillionaires, or at least made enough money that they can keep themselves afloat during that time. So that 2 year period was when it was like really heavily marketed.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Like I knew somebody who used it and got like a surgery that they needed from their profits off of it. So it's like crazy.
Wow.
Wait, what happened? I missed that. I'm sorry.
No, we were talking about OnlyFans during the pandemic, how a lot of people depended on it, keeping them afloat. And I was saying that I actually know somebody who used it and made enough money to get a surgery that they needed.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know if I can-
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
Kelvin said, "You prepping for an action movie? What do you mean, Kelvin?" I don't know. Like, there was a point in time when I was like 16, 17 years old. If OnlyFans would have been around, I would have been all about it. But as I got older, I don't think I could do some stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, that's
Like
what I
I
was saying.
did,
They were thinking about going like because you can still do it because they have people who are clean on it, meaning like they don't do anything more than they would need to. Because some people use it for like commentary. Like it's kind of like how Patreon is. Instead of
Mhm.
using Patreon, they use OnlyFans. So some people use OnlyFans for like say how we're here on YouTube, right? If you wanted to do like a panel where it's just all off, you can say whatever you want. They put that on
Mm-hmm.
OnlyFans. They wouldn't do it here on YouTube.
Mm.
So they would tell people, "Hey, subscribe to my OnlyFans," so you could hear like the unfiltered version of what we're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just using it kind of like Patreon, similar. Yeah.
One day I may monetize my channel. One day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about starting another channel though, not related. Like while you talking about like Patreon and all that, just for lifting weights, just for fitness, and then not do
Oh,
it
that'd be a
on the
good.
boxing ones.
Mm-hmm. That's always a good idea, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
AJ, you
always
still
a good
there?
idea.
I think AJ died.
Oh no.
No, he's still there.
Yeah,
Sure.
he's just muted. Yeah, he's muted.
We lost Earth too. I don't know where he went.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to
He'll
order
probably be
Wingstop.
back.
Oh, you trying to get some chicken, AJ?
My,
Trying to
my
get some
man
chicken?
said Wingstop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you got to bring in the new
Yeah,
year.
just give me a second. Give me a minute.
Bring in the new year with some drumsticks, man.
Hey.
Yeah, so really no fights this weekend, huh? Oh, today is
No.
Saturday, yeah. It's kind of dead this weekend, yeah.
Yeah. Isn't it the following week that there'll be some fights or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
It's the tank fight. The tank fight is supposed to happen next week.
Yeah, on the 7th, Saturday.
Wingstop just dropped just dropped 5 notches in my opinion. They no longer have any more tenders. It's some bullshit.
Oh,
Bastards.
You don't just get the boneless chicken or the boneless wings?
Well, I'm gonna do that now because I ain't got no choice.
Okay.
So
Fair enough.
You like boneless? Probably. Well, I like boned.
No,
I don't-
I mess with both. It depends.
you say when I
Depends on
mess
what
with both,
like
but
I'm
I
gonna do.
prefer boneless though. I mean, like I go bone sometimes, but I prefer boneless. But I'll do both though every now and then.
Yeah, I'm watching Showtime right now, and they're doing like the promo video for.
I've never seen anybody
Saint
eat a chicken
Garcia.
bone like my dad. It's like this dude will literally clean, like the bone will be, nothing will be on that bone when he's done with it. He'll spend like 10 minutes on a chicken bone. I'm serious. Like,
Yeah, some people like that, yeah. Like they like steak bones, the gristle and all of that, yeah. I know.
but I'm looking at
like that.
looking at him and I'm like, Pop, you can start on the next one now. You ain't gotta take 10 minutes with each bone.
Yeah.
You gotta make sure everything's off that bone, man. You gotta look
Yeah.
white as snow by the time you're done.
Huh. Yeah, so that's yeah, tonight would have been, yeah.
Well, January seems to be a really good month for boxing, actually.
Is it? Well, who fighting?
So we had the Tank fight, and then you got Eubank and Liam Smith fighting.
Oh yeah. It's good. That's gonna be a good card. I like that card anyway.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really good card. That card's gonna be pretty good. So there's a couple of good fights this coming month.
Who's
on the card?
No, who is he signed to?
Eubank? Wasserman Boxing. So Cali Sauerland brothers.
Oh, I probably won't have access to it.
No, I mean, if you use a VPN, then you can watch it like on Sky, I think, or something.
I don't even know what the hell that is. It's a box or something.
No, Sky Boxing. Yeah, Sky Boxing is pretty much like the UK equivalent to like I guess like Fox or something like that.
Yes, I would have to buy a box, a VPN box.
No. A VPN is a virtual sort of
A
like
virtual private network.
network.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
use one. Yeah, I got one. I use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
when
Yeah, how
you're
the hell
not
you
in
get
that,
that?
there are
pretty
many
much
different ones. Yeah.
it pretty much masks your IP address and pretty much kind of like hides you from makes you browse like a lot more safely, pretty much.
Yeah.
And
You
you can
can watch.
change it. You can change it to like different locations and mask it,
Yeah.
kind of like you can make it seem like you're across the country when you're really not, and all this kind of stuff. It's a more safer way of browsing than that.
Exactly. So that's like how I watched the Golovkin versus Murata because it was on Amazon in Japan. So I switched my IP address.
Oh
to
yeah, that's cool.
Japan.
You can set it to different locations, and like then
Yeah.
what you don't have access to normally, if you set it to that, it's like okay, you can watch cards in other countries, like online.
Same thing for TV shows and movies. Like there'll be access to like if you have Netflix, you can watch like the Japanese Netflix or like Spanish Netflix or whatever.
Oh shit! Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Damn, I didn't use it for that.
Netflix, Amazon, dude. Yeah, that's what I always used to do.
I don't even know all this shit. Yeah.
Always watch like different shows in like different countries because we won't have access to certain things like here.
That's actually I was able to
cable.
watch a lot of Sky Cards because like once I sometimes miss their fights and then I set it to the UK and I just go to the YouTube channel and the full fight's on there.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Good thing to have. Good thing to have though. It's very beneficial.
No, Kelvin, I don't think they robbed Franco. I think what happened was
Did you
at
see
the
it?
very least it could have been a draw. Yeah, I was listening to some commentary on it. I don't think it was necessarily a robbery.
Okay, because I didn't even watch it. Like, everybody's saying Franco got robbed and he won clearly. So
Yeah, I don't think it necessarily was a robbery.
My boy had told me, he said that Ioka looked like he lost a step in the fight before this one. I think
Yeah.
it was, I forgot who it was. He said he looked like a shell of himself, not the same. Maybe his best performance was with Tanaka, you know.
Yeah.
Because I saw brilliance in that fight, you know, but I don't even know how old Ioka is anymore.
I think he's still in his 20s. Yeah, he's still in his 20s.
Oh, he's still in his 20s and he's...
Yeah.
Wow.
Has to be, at least me. I give him maybe
Ioka?
20. Yeah.
Yeah.
he's in his early 30s now. He's like 32,
Oh, is it?
33, something like that.
Oh, okay,
Right.
okay.
He's a
I
lot
thought he
older.
was still in
Yeah,
his
so early
20s. I
30s.
thought he was like 29.
Yeah, he was
Or with
like a
Japanese
shell of
fighters,
him.
you know, you don't really know.
Yeah, he said he just looked like a shell of him. You know, it happens. I don't know. It's just like, yeah, it's not the same, yeah. It's just, sometimes it happens. But when he fought Tanaka, I thought that was such a brilliant performance.
Yeah, do you remember Mark from Unrivaled?
Yep.
He won
Yeah.
a lot of money off Julius on that fight.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that was like 2 years ago now, right? At least, right? Was that last year? Would they fight at the end of 2020? Or
No, I think that was probably about 2 years ago.
yeah, okay.
Because I haven't seen Mark on it forever.
Yeah, I think he stopped his channel. He got off YouTube.
I haven't seen him either.
Yeah, I mean he pops into Julius' channel every now and then, but every now and then, so since. But yeah.
Yeah, I kind of had like he was a cool dude, but I kind of had a falling out with him.
You don't have to explain. But yeah, but we
No,
understand. So sometimes people don't see eye to eye. We don't gel. But yeah,
No, it wasn't about us not seeing eye to eye. It was about something. So basically, there's a channel. What the fuck was his name? I don't even remember anymore. He's like a Filipino dude that has calls. What channel is that? His co-host name is Bucho.
Oh, I know you're talking about
What
where
is
they
his
do
channel?
they do them film studies. I know you're talking about
What is his channel?
the BDA. I think is that who you're talking
BDA.
about?
I think that's
Yeah.
BDA. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that dude, like, I don't know. It was a long thing to where, like, I don't know. I was on a phone call talking to them. They got mad because I said Crawford was going to knock out Porter. They said that was impossible. I didn't know about boxing, blah, 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 blah. So we just was going back and forth. And basically from that, BDA used to go over on Mark's channel all the time. And I had people tell me that he wrote in the private comments, don't let me on the panel. And sure enough, Mark didn't let me on every time he was there. And I brought it up to Mark. He was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then it still happened a couple of times after that. So I quit messing with him. I just quit going over there because I'm not that type of person. Like if, like, say, AJ, Prodigal and you fall out, y'all don't like each other, I'm not going to keep you off because Prodigal tells me to, or I'm not going to keep Prodigal off because
I know this got nothing to do with you. Like, but
right.
like yeah, like that. Like
Exactly,
you
yeah.
like, look, you cool with us, and if we got something going on, that's between me
that's
and him.
between
not you.
y'all.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly,
nothing
yeah.
for me. So I didn't like
Yeah.
that. I didn't like that because of how I grew up, where I grew up, the way I grew up. Like that just, I live off of principles, and I didn't like it.
I don't know, Tony. I kind of fancy Garcia's chances in this fight. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You talking about against Tank?
Yeah,
Wait, which Garcia, Hector or Ryan?
yeah, Hector.
Why do you say that?
I'm just like I'm now watching kind of like I said, they're like kind of promo video between
Mhm.
him and Tank, and I'm just seeing them both train right now. And Garcia's looking
Yeah.
pretty good in there.
Yeah, but you know, it's another little man. He's moving up.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, that's right.
But I don't know.
Because he was
I
a
mean,
130 pounder, right?
Yeah.
135 actually. I think he's super feather.
No, when he beat
Colbert.
prime time, that was at 130.
That's 130. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was at 130. Yeah.
that was actually supposed to be his fight against Gutierrez, but he, I think COVID took him out. Then Garcia
Yeah.
stepped in, then he fucking beat Gutierrez after that. So,
Damn. Yeah.
but that watching that fight back was so hilarious. Well, I mean, I wish I could see it back. Because watching it was kind of, I couldn't help but laugh because like it's just, I don't know. I just find it humorous sometimes to see somebody's dreams crushed. I don't know. Maybe that's the dark aspect of my personality. But I mean, just to see somebody
So
like.
AJ, if that be the case, then you should be betting on me to beat AJ because that would crush all of Eddie's dreams.
Huh.
I know, right? Oh God. Oh,
Why
man.
would that crush Eddie's dreams when he's lost before?
If I knocked AJ out,
Bruh,
Yeah.
Lisa,
Like, who's
yeah,
this
like
guy? Yeah.
AJ's one more L away from.
no.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
It ain't even about one more L away. It's some random.
Nobody
dude.
don't know nothing about AJ. He's
No.
done well for himself. I mean, God.
No, of course, no, we had, no, we know.
He's
not what
the
we're
first
saying.
fighter that's gonna go through stuff and he won't be the last.
But he's just saying the scenario if he actually knocked out AJ, you know.
Yeah, I get what he's saying. Yeah.
Yeah, if Tony's reviews did it, me, like a guy with only 2,000 subs on YouTube, like Eddie
Right.
would have a heart attack, he would die. Like this dude he would have a heart attack at the side of the ring. It would be
Basically
over.
the equivalent of a guy like walking off the street,
It ain't
gets
that
in the
deep.
ring, and just knocks out AJ. It's like that's crazy.
Yeah.
That would be worse. Like me knocking him out would be worse than if Jake Paul did it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Because nobody knows who I am.
Exactly.
Will I box Wilder 0? I would rather fight AJ than Wilder. I'm gonna be honest. I would rather fight AJ than Wilder.
Why? Because like if you get hit by that right hand, you might get stuck in the shadow realm.
Because it's the unknown. Like I don't know how hard he actually hits, but if he hits as hard as they say he hits, I'd rather take my chances with AJ.
It's that robot hand, man.
Too.
Well, you know you're fighting a freaking robot hand in Wilder.
Titanium.
Yeah, my man's like Wolverine in there, bro. Like,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
got the one metal hand that just if it lands on you, it's done.
I don't know if that make you hit harder though.
Side note, I have no idea if this hot sauce is expired, but it's so good. I'm contemplating my life right now.
How's it smell?
This I don't know. It probably smells like hot sauce. It smells fine, but
Oh yeah, take it, Adri. It's fine. Yeah.
But if I eat this, I could seriously get sick if it's like months past expiration.
What's the date say?
There's no date on it. There's no date.
Like not even on the underside.
Well,
of the
then
cap.
I wouldn't try it then.
I bought it like a long time ago too. a long time ago. So I have all ideas is expired. I just don't know by how much.
I wouldn't chance it with
Oh, but
not
it's
getting
good.
sick.
It's so good.
Was it in the fridge?
It was in the fridge. Yes.
It's fine.
He said it's fine.
Not if it's past expiration date. Then again,
Like
I'm not gonna say.
the
There's one
expiration
date
is
on
not.
it. There's one date on it, but I don't know if that's the expiration or purchase date.
I don't. Yeah.
It says March 25th. So if that's the expiration date, I'm probably gonna die. If it's the purchase date, I'll probably be all right.
What smells fine? So hard to say.
I wouldn't mess with it.
Nah,
just to
don't
be on
mess
the
with it.
safe
Don't take a
side.
chance on it. Yeah, don't take a chance on it.
Yeah,
Because
the
I
whole-
don't want to have you eat it. Then, like, you get sick, and the first thing you're gonna do is blame me. So,
Look at Champ Ross.
Champ, what's up?
what up, champ?
Happy
Still
New Year's,
on the-
Champ.
on the AJ.
Yeah, man, I'm all for that, man.
I still wish him and Wilder would have fought when Wilder was still a WBC champ, and AJ had all the belts still, all the other belts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately that didn't happen.
Yeah,
But people still hope for stuff, but I just move on. It's like it didn't happen. If they visit it and bring it back, fine.
I guess a little part of me is also a little curious how Big Baby Miller would have did in there with AJ.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that would have been an interesting one.
No, that would have been bad. I'm glad he didn't. With AJ could have fought anybody on that night, and he probably would have lost. And if he would have lost to a guy like Miller, who's nonstop aggression at 320 pounds, juiced out of his mind, it could have turned out very bad for AJ. So I'm happy he got popped, because I don't like that. And then Eddie Hearn, this is why I don't like Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn was saying that Miller should be banned from the sport, that they're dealing with people's lives, but the minute Conor Ben gets caught, it's okay.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, because that was
right.
his
I mean,
cash.
that's what our
It was
promoters.
the
It's
cash
like,
cow. That
it's
was
like,
his
it's like
cash
how
cow.
you got everybody condemning like this Conor Ben situation, but Zolani Tete for Frank Warren just popped. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Who's talking about it?
They
You know what I mean?
all do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't take what they say is gospel.
No, it's a
I don't
pinch of
even.
salt.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't listen to none of his interviews. He has too many interviews for me.
Oh, Eddie. Eddie been
Whether I'm
quiet
talking
now,
about
though.
Eddie, yeah,
Yeah.
lately, yeah. But I'm talking
Yeah.
about. I just can't listen to all of that stuff. It's just too much. It's just like even these fighters like I follow a few like on line as far as Twitter, but I don't be going back and forth talking shit to them. Like people say what the fuck they want to say. This is just a troll environment we live in. You know what I'm saying? Like people just go back and forth on Twitter. I think it's pretty lame, me personally. Like who gives a fuck what these celebrities or these damn athletes say? That's just me. But maybe because I come from a different era, I'm a little older, so I'm not really accustomed to that.
Mhm.
We used to write letters to the editor. Now, I'm old now. Shut up, Tony. Don't even laugh. We used to write letters to the editor, our grievances, when we get mad about something. We didn't have the luxury of fucking Twitter and Facebook, and Instagram instant. We get mad. Oh, he said this to that, this and that. Let me write a letter to this editor, cuss him out. But it's all love though. Like you got people following Bud and Spence every day. That stuff is crazy on Twitter. AJ will tell you.
Yep. I know. You ain't got to tell me.
It's like a whole community over there. Like just it's like weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Like to me, both of them have they're like the people for Wilder. They're like devote devout. My bad.
The cult
Devout.
members. The cult members. The cult members.
Yeah, they are like they adhere to their churches. Like I don't get it. I
It's
don't
like you
get
don't
it.
know this man deep down. You know what I'm saying?
Don't.
You know, I mean, it's just cringeworthy to like
They wish
hate
they
cap
did,
somebody
though.
so hard that you don't even know.
They wish they was the brother.
But you got Bud fans like that too, and not knocking. I'm a big Bud fan, but I'm saying I see more of them on the Spence, bandwagon. But I'm just saying it gets like, damn, people really crazy. It's like this built-in like fan bases going against each other. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I mean, well, like these cult members is like, well, Julius said it best. Shout out to him. He was saying how like it goes deeper than that. Either they want these fighters to fuck them, or they want to be fucked by them. So
I think they, I it could be some of
you
that
already
too,
know,
but
Tony.
I think it's
I know you're pondering. I know you know.
But Tony is the content creator. I think it's the algorithms. It's what brings them. They know their audience, and they know what their audience wants to hear. So it keeps it going. So it brings super chats and all of that. You know what I'm trying to say? The algorithm.
Yeah. A lot of it is that they feed into the narrative just to. It's like a lot of them do fake stories just to feed into the narrative. But I don't know. That's really why I believe my views, or excuse me, my subscriber count stays so low, because I don't feed into the narratives for anybody, and
You don't cap like that.
I talk shit
No,
about
you don't
every
do that.
single fighter. Every single fighter I'm talking shit about. Every single one. There's not one that has been safe from me.
Yeah, I got you, Tony.
Yeah, I'm
That's the
saying,
way
like,
to be, you know. Yeah.
like, I mean, I got a lot of favorites too, but I've criticized some of my favorite guys countless times. I haven't agreed with everything they've done, and I'm gonna stay. If I'm not agreeing with something they do, if I'm not comfortable with something, I'm gonna say so.
Right. Look, I'm gonna tell you what, guys. If you start your YouTube channel, all you got to do is a pro Canelo channel, and I bet you'll have 10,000 subs within the first 2 months.
Yeah, that's not happening. Sorry, I mean, like he ain't like I mean, just he ain't. I mean, like I don't think they can take another loss from him.
I think his loss was handled. I don't think it was handled that bad. I've seen worse losses.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I think he couldn't handle it at first, maybe for like the first day or two, but after he wised up and like, yeah, he goes, yeah, law, yeah, he accepted it. You know,
Yeah,
it was no like crazy.
which is good.
Yeah,
yeah, which is good. He didn't really like make no outrageous what's the word excuses and nothing like that. He just, it happens, man. The best have lost. You go in there and do your best. That man that's a bad style matchup for him. Everybody.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what happens when you constantly step up and don't take no easy fights. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you're gonna take L's.
Yeah. See, with Kovalev, it was different. Kovalev wasn't the crusher Kovalev. Scary Kovalev anymore. He had some wars and some losses, and but had Kovalev a younger Kovalev,
that was like
I don't think
circa 20.
he would have lost that fight.
Yeah, no, he don't beat that version of Kovalev before.
No, the younger Kovalev would have sparked him.
Yeah, hands down.
That Kovalev had one of the best jabs. He has an underrated jab that people don't give him credit for.
Kovalev's the only dude to stop John Pascal.
True.
Twice.
And that was a tough son of a gun.
He was.
What's a good fight?
Take the test.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, remember that fight with Jean Pascal and Carl Froch? That was a good ass fight.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to Carl Froch. Yeah. He inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
You saw Johnny Nelson is an OBE now.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, that's good for him, man.
Yeah, they was talking about it I saw it on IFL. I think they was talking about it on Twitter.
But I still don't I feel like Nigel Benn should be in the Hall of Fame as well.
And Chris Eubank.
And Eubank.
It's coming.
I don't know why they're not.
It's coming.
Like, why aren't they in? That's crazy. You know what I mean?
I mean, definitely Eubank. Nigel, yeah. Well, I mean, Nigel Benn has more big wins than Eubank. It's just Eubank beat him.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's crazy
Yeah.
how they're both not in. I think they should both be in. If I'm being honest, like, because they had, yeah, man. So
It's coming. Look how long it took James Toney to get in. So
that's true.
I know
That's
it's
very
coming.
true. That's
which
true.
is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
yeah,
is-
that's
he
yeah.
should have been a first round.
Yeah, first ballot. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. But look at the people he was up against. When you up against people like Mayweather and all them, you know you're going to have to take a back seat. Now, I hate to say it, but I feel like James should have been a first ballot. Yeah.
Well, wasn't that the same one with Andre Ward?
Yeah, Andre Ward. But you know what? Andre.
Ward, how Lisa, please explain to me how Andre Ward makes it over James Toney.
Andre Ward is the last American gold medalist. That's probably one of the
But
main. That
Yeah.
probably catapulted him. Think about it.
I hear you,
Undefeated
but
amateur.
he doesn't even compare to him for professional.
I've always
Say
said
that
prime
again?
for prime. James
I
Toney
also think
beats him
because he was in
the
that
prime.
tournament.
In the tournament, that those two was, and then him with the Kovalev thing, but it was so controversial. Yeah,
I'm gonna say
two
this.
fights. Yeah.
I'm gonna say
So
this,
the
and then
Super
I'm gonna
Six put him
verify
over.
it.
Uh-huh.
What, Tony?
What I'm gonna say and verify is, I guarantee you, James Toney has more knockouts than Ward has wins. Now we're gonna verify it.
Oh, I already know he does.
Oh,
I know he
I
does.
wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, Ward didn't have a long. He didn't have a very long career. Ward was out for some time. He said he had a knee-ending career injury,
He had
but then he had a shoulder. Remember, he had something wrong with his rotator cuff. He had to, yeah. Them few years he was out
also
kind of messed him up too.
It was also
Yeah,
a
that
promotional
messed him
deal.
up. Yeah,
he
he
had the
was
same
suing.
problem
That
Kovalev
promotional
did.
deal with him and Goose and Tudor.
Which
and,
was
Which is what?
Scared, terrified of Adonis Stevenson.
Ah.
And nowhere to go but to fight him.
Hey, guess who his mandatory challengers were on the way up? By the way, when he had the belts, y'all know who they were?
No.
I think Bivol or
Bivol and Beterbiev.
All right, so Ward has 32 wins. Let's see, James Toney. How many knockouts do you have? Because I already know how many fights you have. Well, let's go. Let's see these knockouts. James Toney has 47 knockouts,
Woo!
77 wins,
10 losses, right?
10 losses, but those all came at the end of his career, practically all of them but Roy Jones.
Yeah. Ray got him when he
Yeah.
was still young, but it's like, yeah. But how many fights was he in?
Gotcha.
Like 40. He's over 40 fights when he fought Roy, right?
Yeah, and he was still young then too.
He was, yeah.
When
They
he
were. I think
fought
he was both
Roy,
like 26 when that fight happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
lost.
I
I
mean-
remember he lost to Roy and then Montel Griffin.
That was his first loss was to Roy, right?
Wasn't that
Yeah,
Roy's
He
like?
lost the very next fight to Griffin.
Then he fought
Oh,
Griffin again, and
Montel
Griffin beat him
Griffin
again,
was-
right?
Yeah, Griffin beat him
Mon-
again later on.
I'm hearing that was
Montel
controversial.
Griffin.
I never seen it, but I heard it was controversial.
Who? Roy Jones?
No,
Tony losing to Griffin. Tony
you know,
losing to Griffin.
And let me tell you something. Montel Griffin was a very tricky fighter. He came from Eddie Futch, right? Am I right or wrong?
I think so.
Yeah, he was, because I saw him the two fights. The first fight with Roy Jones, Roy looked different in that fight. This dude is kind of crafty.
Yeah. But when Roy was getting to him, Lisa, let me ask you this: do you think he faked that knockout loss in the first fight? He faked getting knocked out so Roy can get disqualified?
I don't know. Didn't Roy hit him when he was down or something?
He did. I mean, but to me, it looked like it wasn't that hard.
It did look a little.
It did look a little iffy because he did hit him, but it looked like it wasn't that hard. Then, like after he lands, he just dives to the canvas like he's all hurt. You know what I mean?
I don't think it was bad as Darrell and Arthur Abraham, but
God.
it was bad.
Yeah,
that was a mess. That
I mean, in a rematch, Roy got him. He was pissed. He was angry. Like he was.
Oh, yeah.
he got his fucking revenge, man.
That's the same thing like when Roy and B-Hop rematched.
Yeah, they stole his
Roy pissed
undefeated record.
B-Hop up.
There was no point to that
record.
at all. There was no point to that second fight at all.
Yeah,
Like it wasn't.
Roy, but Roy pissed B-Hop off. B-Hop got his ass back. That was funny.
But it's like, I mean, I'm saying there was no point. It's like Roy just got knocked out in the first round in his past in like a prior fight. Then like he fights, B-Hop, and it's like he was way past it at that point. So I'm saying there's no point to the rematch at all.
I agree.
Yeah.
But I guess everything is about at that time B-Hop had established his
Yeah.
So maybe they thought it was a big money fight, but it just wasn't the same. Because B-Hop came up through the mud. You remember that?
Yep, I do.
Yeah.
He came up the hard way.
Yeah. Yep.
I remember my pops telling me about him. He said he used to watch his Friday night fights or whatever on ESPN, and he was having a little debate with his coworker about the Trinidad B-Hop fight, and his coworker was picking Trinidad. My pops was like, "Nope, B-Hop is going to win that fight. He's going to get him."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tito hit hard as a mule, but B-Hop was a bigger dude.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah.
Good fight. Then he when he fought Oscar, he that really took him to another level.
Yep. Folded him like a beach chair with that body shot.
Yeah. And look at them now, they business partners.
Yeah, but Oscar was never a middleweight to begin with. I mean, like I don't even know how he went up there really. I mean, so he was bad. He was at his best of he should have stayed in probably welter or light middle.
Or 154 at top. Yeah, I agree.
I think 154 was his cap. That was his cap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, man. I just saw, I don't know if that's true, saying that the Lomachenko Devin Haney fight is done.
Yeah, it's close to being made. They just said they're trying to find a venue and a date for it.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah. So pretty much a done deal. They're just trying to find a location and a date. And they said it's going to be either New York or Las Vegas. I don't give a shit where it's at. I just want to see the fight.
Right. Oh, that's gonna be cool. Yeah.
Yep.
I can't wait for that.
It's in NYC. I'm definitely gonna try to get tickets to that.
Yeah. I personally don't care. I plan to watch it regardless, so I don't care where it is.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. Yeah, so they could settle all of this and then see where they go from there to 135 division. Yeah.
If Devin wins and Shakur is next, sorry Devin, you're about to lose them belts, buddy.
Who?
If Devin beats Loma and she fights Shakur next or 2 fights after that, he loses them titles.
Well,
no, I think Devin gonna move up.
Fight. I think Devin will move up to 140 if he beats Loma, because he's been saying for a while, just like Tio was, that he wants to move up. However, I don't see any of them being successful at 140. Who are they?
Neither do I.
Who are they going to beat?
That's one of my wishes for next year is for Regis Prograis to get his hands on Teofimo Lopez. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. That'd be nice to see.
Tio is not going to do it. He won't even.
I mean, see. I want Tio to call his bluff to offer him the fight to see if he takes it, because I know he's not going to. Like I'm telling you now, like, because he said he's obligated to make a voluntary defense. Like, offer Tio to fight and see if he takes it. He won't. I'm telling you, he won't.
Mm-hmm.
And like that, and that'll put him on the spot, because you've been talking shit about this dude for a minute now. You know what I'm saying? And here's your chance to fight him, then you turn it down. Would be a good look, bro.
They're all. If it happens again, all of them are going to chase Catterall. That's what they're going to do. They're going to move up from 135 and try to fight Catterall, because he'll be the easiest win.
Is he really though?
Well,
he unofficially beat Josh, and he got robbed. So
right, he looked good against Josh. If he beats Josh again, I still think he'd be the easiest to beat, because he's the one that packs the least amount of pop to his punch.
Yeah.
You get in there with a Regis, he can knock you out. Even like Zepeda, who got worked so bad.
Yeah.
Regis.
I mean, the Regis was the first one. Regis was the first one to knock him out officially. Like, that was his first established loss.
But I'm saying Zepeda has the power to knock people out.
He does. He
can Ramirez, who has the power to knock people out. You got undefeated Barboza, who has the power to knock people out.
Matias.
What's that? Gutierrez, yeah.
Matias, Subriel Matias.
Well, he's on the PBC, so they're pretty much he's safe from them. So
the only one I think can survive at 140 is Ryan. That's it. I don't think any of the other ones can do it.
But then
I don't
again,
know.
Ryan won't fight none of these guys. I don't think. So it's like I mean, Oscar playing the. I want to believe you told me like I do. I think he has the minerals, but I don't know, man. It's a yeah. I don't know.
Let me tell you something.
I don't know.
Look, you can tell by how people look, how they built, the dedication they put in, and Joe Guzman has got him looking better than he's ever looked before. So.
Tank is accusing him of being on the juice and shit.
I know.
So, like,
no.
bro.
Tank didn't. I don't think Tank did. Calvin Ford did with his grandma glasses on.
Ah.
I hate.
Oh man,
I hate his glasses with the little diamonds going down behind him, the string. I hate that dude. He looked like an old lady to me. Take them things off.
yeah, but he had Tank since a little baby, so
He did. But
yeah.
I think they're already building in the excuses. That's all it is. They know.
That's
They know
all.
they're about to fight.
Well, I don't think Tank is scared of Ryan.
Look, man, Ryan.
No, you didn't say scared, but I don't know.
Did you hear what I said, Lisa?
I
I said Ryan ain't his baby mama. He gonna hit back.
Oh yeah, of course he go. Oh boy. Yeah,
I don't see how Tank gets past the left hook. I really think he's just gonna get caught.
He may. But that little sucker got a chin though. Well, I would have to see how he would take it. Yeah.
Does he?
That
Has
little-
he ever fought a power puncher?
That's what I was about to ask. I think he's fought a lot of punchers. I think the guy with the biggest pop he's probably fought is maybe Isaac Cruz. But how hard does he hit really?
He don't have.
Yeah.
Does he? He probably has hard. He's fought nothing but nobodies.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm
we'll
talking like in terms
see,
of just power. I mean, like anybody else besides him. I'm trying to think who can punch.
I got Tanks washing Ryan, but if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I make mistakes and I make errors.
Oh, we all.
But
do.
he gotta tuck that chin. Hopefully he doesn't have it up in the ear as much now. I noticed since he's been working with Goosen.
Oh, AJ, you was right by the way with Avatar. Really good movie.
Oh,
yeah,
you saw
oh, yeah.
it.
Oh, you liked it? Okay.
Yeah, I saw it.
Cool.
Yeah, it was
Awesome.
really good. Visually
good.
stunning. Visually very stunning. Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
the classic Avatar.
The new one that came out.
No. The new one that came out. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's what he just said.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Glad you liked it, man. Glad you liked it.
Yeah. Little James Cameron has his messages in there, so I was like a little overcooked with the messages, but okay. Really good movie.
I saw Violent Night as well, by the way. So
How was that?
it was good.
Silent Night or Violent Night?
Violent Night. It's kind of like a parody on Santa Claus. They like depict him as some like die-hard action hero.
It's like they did with Abraham Lincoln with the Vampire Hunter. Still the best
Now
movie
that was
ever.
good. Yeah, that was good. That was good as hell. I love that movie.
Let me see what's on. I'm just keeping up with the news here on. That was 7 hours ago. Oh, I see the glasses. I see what you. Oh, stop it, Tony. I just came across these glasses and I'm dying laughing.
Yo, you talking about Calvin Ford?
Tell
me that doesn't look like somebody's grandma's reading glasses.
Oh man, I'm trying to look. I'm going into the new year. I'm trying to be like serene.
Well, you still got 33 minutes.
Are y'all about to dip out to get my
Tony,
food right quick?
hey,
if
Tony, you see, I didn't even argue with you about AJ. See, that's change.
I'm about to dip out to get my.
No.
Sorry to interrupt. About to dip out to get my food right quick. But if you're back, oh shit, damn.
Oh, okay.
No,
But,
I'm about to end the stream right here.
Okay.
Okay.
I try to dip. I try to come back. But if you're going, everybody, happy New Year, and I'll see y'all in a minute, man.
All right. Happy
brother.
New Year, AJ. Love you,
All right,
bro.
y'all take care.
Yeah, I'm about to end the stream right here. I was on for way longer than I said I was going to be. I was supposed to only be on for an hour. Here it is, 2 hours later.
All right. Well, Tony's reviews. Happy New Year to you. Have a happy, healthy, prosperous, and safe New Year to you and your family. God bless you.
Lisa, I appreciate it.
Love you, little bro.
Love you right back.
All righty. And have a safe and healthy new year to you too, Mr. Prodigal.
Thank
What
you
does
very
that
much,
say?
Lisa. Same to you.
Chang. Yeah. Safe, healthy, prosperous new year to you and your family, and love you, bro. And
You as well. Same.
all right. Take care.
Take care.
Peace.
Peace out.
Peace, Lisa. All right, y'all. This is my last live of the new year, last video of the old year, actually, not the new year, the old year, the year that's gone. This is the last video. I appreciate everybody who jumped on the panel. I appreciate everybody who typed in the chat. But please, everybody, for the new year, let AJ know about me. We need this fight to happen. Don't do it for me. Do it for Lisa. By the way, $10 million though. 10 million, but it's not for me. It's for Lisa. On that note, I'm out. Y'all have a good night.